Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm Sophie, and this is Sparky, and it's time for story time. So we're about ready to get going. Sparky looks like he's got his feet crossed, and he's all ready for the stories and the songs of the day. Today, you know what we're going to call today, Sparky? Today is Worldwide Wednesday. That's right. Let's talk about the world today, shall we, Sparky? We all come from different parts of the world, and we all have our own thoughts and our own families and our own wonderful things that make each of us individuals, but we're all part of one big giant world, and we can't forget that because we're all part of the same big world. So let's get started, shall we? Okay. I want to start with a story from Shel Silverstein's Where the Sidewalk Ends. As you know, this is one of my favorite books. There isn't a picture for this, but I think the words alone are important. What do you think, Sparky? Yeah? Yep, Sparky says yes. Sparky's a sloth, so he's a little slow, but I love that about him. No Difference by Shel Silverstein from Where the Sidewalk Ends. Small as a peanut, big as a giant. We're all the same size when you turn off the light. Rich as a sultan, poor as a mite. We're all the same when you turn off the light. Red, black, or orange, yellow, or white, we all look the same when you turn off the light. So maybe the way to make everything right is for God to just reach out and turn off the light. What do you think about that, huh? It's kind of true, isn't it? Takes on a different meaning, doesn't it? You know, we're all the same in so many different ways. We're all different in so many different ways. But that's what makes us all special and unique. And being special and unique is what makes just life exciting. So let's get started by saying hello. Are you ready to say hello, Sparky? Yeah, Sparky's ready to wave hello, so I hope you are too. Let's wave hello. Let's get our hands ready. Hello, how are you? Oh, hello. How are you? Oh, hello. How are you? I'm just fine today. I'm glad to see you here today. I'm glad to see you here today. I'm glad to see you here today. I'm so glad to see you. Okay, what do you say we bounce up and down? Sit in your seat and bounce up and down, and sit in your seat and bounce up and down, and sit in your seat and bounce up and down. I'm so glad to see you. Okay, very good. Okay, what do you say we rock side to side? Sit in your seat and rock side to side, and sit in your seat and rock side to side, and sit in your seat and rock side to side. I'm so glad to see you. Okay, how about if we reach up really tall and then reach down low and touch our toes? So reach way high and touch the sky, then reach right down and touch your toes, and reach right high and touch the sky. I'm so glad to see you. Oh, Sparky, do you know what time it is? It's time to make the funny faces. I'm so glad to see you. Today is stick out your tongue day. Okay, here we go. Let's wave hello. Hello, how are you? Oh, hello. How are you? Oh, hello. How are you? I'm just fine today. Well, good morning, everybody. Sparky and I are so happy to see you. Sparky, say hello to everybody. And you may notice that I have a flower in my hair, and that is because my good friends Gabriella and Lillian said, Sophie, wouldn't it be nice if you wore this flower in your hair? And they gave me this clip to put in my hair, and so I am wearing a flower in my hair. There you go. What do you think? Sparky, I need to get you a flower, huh? Yeah, you need a flower too. Sparky needs a flower. So I'm going to put Sparky up here. This book that I am going to read you is super amazing. It's called People. And this was sent to me by my friend Shelby. Shelby, thank you for sending me this amazing book. When I was a child, one of the things I loved to do was draw little tiny pictures with all kinds of details. And what I love about this book is all the details. Look at all the different people. The teeny tiny little itty bitty. Look, there's somebody with overalls on right in the front, just like me. And the thing is that these pictures are so colorful and so beautiful, and I just love these. I just love this book. And I hope it'll appeal to you too. Now, I am going to try to share all of the fabulous, amazing pictures in here. It is going to be hard, so I will do my best. But there you go. There we start with the world. Isn't that gorgeous? That's our planet, you guys. Astronauts have said one of the most humbling things in the world is when they looked out from their spaceship and looked down to see our big, beautiful planet. So this is called People. And this is written and illustrated by Peter Spier. Look at that beautiful, beautiful landscape. There's waterfalls and clouds. People have not taken over yet. This is called People, written and illustrated by Peter Spier. And this says here, in many ways, the saying, know thyself, is not well said. It is more practical to say, know other people. And that is from the Greek poet Menander. So look at all the people. There are people everywhere. And they just keep getting smaller and smaller. All right. We all know that there are lots and lots of people in the world, and many more millions every year. There are now over 4 billion human beings on the earth. Now, this book was written in 2008. When was this book written? I have to tell you because I looked up the number and it's twice that now. Where is it? Let's see. I just want to see when this was done. It doesn't say here. But anyway, this book, I think, if I remember correctly, is like 12 years old. I think this came out in 2008. And I looked up the number and we had almost doubled the number. So anyway, right here it says, though, there are now over 4 billion human beings on the earth. And if it takes you an hour to finish looking at this book, there will be over 4,000 more. By the year 2000, there will be 6 billion people on the earth. And if we all joined hands, the line would be 3,805,871 miles long and would stretch 153 times around the equator, or 16 times the distance to the moon. More than 4 billion people, and no two of them are alike. Each and every one of us is different from all the others. Each one is a unique individual in his or her own right. Okay, now I have to admit, you guys, I'm not very good with numbers. Numbers are not one of my things. So if I stumble when I talk about the numbers, please forgive me. I'm not good with numbers. It's one of the things that I don't do really well with. I say that I have numberlexia because the numbers flip-flop all the time. We come in all sizes and shapes, tall, short, and in between. But that's the thing that makes me special. I may not be great with numbers, but I'm good with other things. So look at all those people. Look at all those different shapes and sizes. Isn't that interesting? But without a single exception, we all begin quite small. Now, this is very true. Every single one of us started out as a baby. There is not a single one of us that started out as a grown-up. And we come in many colors. Look at all those colors. All the colors of the rainbow. Even our eyes have different shapes and colors. Look at all those different eyes. You could look at a book full of eyes and never see the same one, I bet. And noses come in every shape imaginable. Look at all those noses. Aren't they funny? So do faces, lips, and ears, and everything else. Think of our hair. From snow white to pitch black, straight, curly, kinky, and wavy, and lots of people have no hair at all. Look at all those amazing hairdos. And the funny thing is, hair changes from year to year as to what's popular and what's not. People are funny. Some with straight hair want their hair to be wavy, and others with little curls want theirs to be straight. Well, that's very true, isn't it? We're never happy with what we have. We always want something different, don't we? People all around the world wear different clothes, or none at all. Look at all those different clothes. There's so many amazing pictures in here. I don't even know if I can get them all in. All of us want to look our best. Still, what is considered beautiful or handsome in one place is considered ugly or even ridiculous elsewhere. That's very true, isn't it? And it can be true just in our own school, or just in our own block, or just in our own home or family. Just because somebody dresses differently, wears their hair differently. Some of us are wise, and some of us are foolish, but most of us are somewhere in between. Look, there's a wise man, and look, there's some kids being a little bit foolish, huh? They're climbing on a fence that says danger. But the book says most of us are in between, which is true. Most people are decent, honest, friendly, and well-meaning. But some are none of these. You can see there's a couple of guys who are in jail here. Some of us love noise, whereas others simply cannot stand it. That's very true. I know that my parents don't like a lot of noise, but I do. And not everybody's idea of a good time is alike. Look at all these things. Some people are fishing. Look, there's people having a little picnic. There's somebody climbing a very, very steep mountain. And there's somebody with a shark, swimming with a shark, and somebody flying in the air. There's different ways to fly in the air. People everywhere love to play, but not the same games everywhere. Now, there are a lot of amazing games here, and I wish I had the time to show you every single one and read about every single one, but we can look at the fabulous pictures. Aren't these amazing pictures? The fun thing about the world today is because we're so connected, we can actually learn about other people's games, whereas a long time ago we didn't. Our tastes are as different as day is from night. There's two different kinds of art being expressed there, old world paintings and modern art. The homes we build are as varied as we are, but we all need a roof over our heads. Look at all these houses. There's some that look like they're like beautiful cakes in the desert, and some of them are teepees, and some of them have thatched roofs. Some of them are shaped like triangles. Some of them are shaped like rectangles. Some of them are castles. Some of them are like squares. Some of them are very tiny, and some of them are very big. There's even one made out of snow and ice there. What makes some people laugh makes others cry. You may have seen that if you go to a wedding. Sometimes your parents cry. Or you go to a movie and sometimes it makes you laugh and it makes somebody else cry. Some of us excel at things that others could never do. That's very true. Some people can do amazing things like dance or fly from a trapeze or juggle or sculpt. Over here, we've got other things going on. Many of us like to do things with others, while some like being by themselves. Look at all these wonderful, amazing things you can do by yourself and with others. That's why it's so great, because there's all kinds of different things that we can do. We love and keep all sorts of pets. Now that is very true. Look here, we've got dogs and cats, but we've also got hamsters and parrots, ants, lizards, turtles, snakes, monkeys. Wouldn't you love to have a monkey? Frogs, peacocks, all kinds of amazing stuff. And we celebrate different feasts and holidays. Wow, look at all these holidays. Wouldn't it be fun to explore each and every holiday? And the things that we like to eat are not the same. Now that's very true. And I don't know about you, but when I was a child, was an incredibly picky eater, which means I would not try anything. What people in one place consider a delicacy, others would never touch, let alone eat. And the foods that some people eat or drink are forbidden to others. And that's why sometimes if somebody tells you that they don't want to eat something that you offer, you have to let them have their way, because it might be something that they're not supposed to do in their family or in their religion. We practice 9 main religions, and there are thousands of others as well. Look at all these religions. Many people believe in one God, and millions of other people believe in many gods, and many millions more do not believe in anything at all. Most of us have to work for a living, and there are many different ways of doing. Most of us have to work for a living, and there are more different ways of doing that than you would believe. Most people work hard, but others are lazy, and a lot of people who want to work cannot find a job. Look at all these jobs. There's so many jobs here. I see a bullfighter. Isn't that it? And a gypsy fortune teller, a rickshaw runner. My goodness, there's so many things to do. And many of us are, I have to work on my eyes today. Some of us are rich, although most are not. And very many are desperately poor. Again, all different kinds of people and things. Almost everybody can speak, but there are 201 different main languages spoken on Earth, not to mention the countless variants and dialects spoken by smaller groups. That's a lot of languages, everybody. And deaf people can communicate in silence through sign language. So let me show you those pictures. Now, sign language is a really neat language. Maybe someday we'll be able to do a sign language book. That would be really, really neat. Let's see if we can do the alphabet here. It's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. I probably got some of those wrong. My goodness. Not nearly all the world's people can read and write, yet there are almost 100 different ways of doing it. This is amazing. If you look at some of the letters for the different ways that people write, they almost look like art, don't they? They almost look like code. And some languages go up and down, and some languages are read from left to right, and some languages are read from right to left. It all depends on the language that you speak, or read, or write. Some people, but very few, are mighty and powerful, although most of us are not mighty at all. We have invented a strange system of ranks, grades, and classes, yet we all live in the same planet, breathe the same air, and warm ourselves in the same sun. And in the end, we all must die. That's one of the, I know that's a scary thing to think about, but it's one of the things that binds us all together. We are all born and we all die. A few of us remember long, long after we're gone, and even that in countries in different ways. So let me read that again, because I didn't read that very well. A few of us are remembered long, long after we're gone, and even that in countless different ways. So what this is talking about is like people in history that we remember. And we remember them for doing very important things. Like right here, this is Beethoven. He was an amazing musician. And here we have Louis Pasteur, who pasteurized milk so that we could stay healthy. And this is Shakespeare. He wrote poetry and plays. There's a whole lot of different things on here. 4 billion human beings, young and old, sick and well, happy and unhappy, kind and unkind, strong and weak, people everywhere, and all different. Here's our beautiful world. It is very strange. Some people even hate others because they are unlike themselves, because they are different. They forget that they too would seem different if they could only see themselves through other people's eyes. Isn't that true? What's funny to one person is beautiful to another. But imagine how dreadfully dull this world of ours would be if everyone would look, think, eat, dress, and act the same. Ugh. Could you imagine? It would not be any fun at all, and we wouldn't have books like this. Now, isn't it wonderful that each and every one of us is unlike any other? Just look at these amazing pictures here and all the amazingly wonderful things going on. And that is called People, by Peter Spier. If you can get this book out of the library or even find it in a used bookstore, this is an amazing book. And just to be able to look through all of the pictures, it's just really, really wonderful. So, and I think actually, now that I look at it, I think it came out in like 1980. So it's an old book, but that being said, it's worth finding because it's such a great book. Well, Sparky, let's sing a song about all the children of the world. It goes like this. Hello, bonjour, buenos dias, good day, guten tag, konnichiwa, ciao, shalom, dobre diem. Hello to all the children of the world. We live in different places from all around the world. We speak in many different ways. Though some things may be different, we're children all the same, and we all like to sing and play. Hello, bonjour, buenos dias, good day, guten Tag, konnichiwa. Ciao, shalom, dobre dia. Hello to all the children of the world. There are children in the desert, there are children in the town, and children who live down by the sea. If we could meet each other and run and sing and play, then what good friends we all could be. Hello, bonjour, buenos dias, guten tag, konnichiwa. Ciao, shalom, dobre dia. Hello to all the children of the world. Hello to all the children of the world. My goodness. You might see a little smoke there. That's because I have a candle. I always have a candle lit somewhere, and it just went out. And it just put a lot of smoke in the air. So let's one more time sing. Hello, bonjour, buenos dias. Good day, guten tag, konnichiwa. Ciao, shalom, dobre dia. Hello to all the children of the world. Well, that book was a very, very long book, and I had a feeling that that might be part of what might happen. So I'm actually going to skip over the book that I was going to do from Epic. It is called, I want to show it to you though, it's called Ohana Means Family. Let me see if I can make it big for you. Ohana Means Family. And so you know what I'll do? I will read this book on Friday because it's a really, really good book. And it's all about Hawaiian life. And I thought that that might be really fun to read about. So maybe we'll make it Friday, will be Family Friday. And I can read you Ohana Means Family. So I'm going to jump ahead and read from my dear friend A.A. Milne, When We Were Very Young, with decorations by Ernest H. Shepard. You know how much I love these little stories. And this is called The Four Friends. Now let me show you the four friends, because these four friends are very different in many, many ways. The four friends. Can you see? There is an elephant, a lion, a goat, and right over here, a snail. The four friends. Ernest was an elephant, a great big fellow. Leonard was a lion with a 6-foot tail. George was a goat, his beard was yellow, and James was a very small snail. Leonard had a stall, and a great big strong one. Ernest had a manger, and its walls were thick. George found a pen, but I think it was the wrong one, and James sat down on a brick. Let me show you James on his brick. Ernest started trumpeting and cracked his manger. Leonard started roaring and shivered his stall. James gave a huffle of a snail in danger, and nobody heard him at all. Look at that big brr. Ernest is going brr, brr. Ernest started trumpeting and raised such a rumpus. Leonard started roaring and trying to kick. James went a journey with a goat's new compass, and he reached the end of his brick. Ernest was an elephant and a very well-intentioned. Leonard was a lion with a brave new tail. George was a goat, as I think I have mentioned, but James was only a snail. And yet, they were four friends. And there they are, the four friends. Well, everybody, it's time to say goodbye already. Sparky, you want to come on down? Say goodbye? Yeah? Here's Sparky. All right. So, Sparky, last time I put you on my shoulders to sing, and you almost got caught up in my guitar. So, I'm going to put you right over here. And we'll sing our goodbye song, and then we'll give everybody a hug. Sound good? Okay. All right. Here we go. You going to stay there? You want to stay there? All right. Let's see if we can make you stay there. Okay. Let's see. Goodbye, Helen. Goodbye. say goodbye, but I'll see you on Friday. And Sparky wants to wave goodbye and give you a high five. There's one for you. And Sparky, do I get one? Thank you very much, Sparky. And if you would like a big hug, take one hand, put it on one shoulder, and the other hand, put it on the other shoulder, and squeeze really, 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 really tight. That's a hug that can go around the world. I will see you guys all on Friday. And until then, have a great day. And Shelby, thank you again for this amazing book, People by Peter Spier. Did you like that book, Sparky? You want to look at it some more? Okay, we'll look at the pictures together. Bye, everybody. I'll see you next on Friday. Bye.